Okay. We go so hard. Like and subscribe. Smack it, y'all.
Okay, thumbnail.
All right. What's up,
J
Squad? We're back with another video.
It's okay, baby.
You gotta do that again. Well, we
No.
can put it in there and then do that take 2 or something.
All right, guys.
What's up,
J
Squad? We're back with another story time, and this is to be continued from our last video. And we're gonna do relationship 101. You know, we can give advice on what we know. Like we said in the past, we're not just couple of the year.
So weird.
But, you know,
We know a thing or two.
we know. So, this relationship 101 is not just lesbian edition. It's in general, couples in general. So, what do you think about, you know, people getting in relationships and having, you know,
I feel like nowadays, when people get in relationships, they move very, very fast. Like they go relationship, they go, okay, let's move in, and they go, okay, let's buy each other expensive gifts, okay, let's
have a baby.
Right. It's like, slow down. Like I get y'all saying, you only live once, or you only, who knows, you know, how long you have, or stuff like that. But I just feel like moving so fast, you miss a lot of things, like learning about each other, or even learning about yourself. You know, I just feel like it's just so fast paced nowadays. Nobody really takes the time to like slow down and, you know, maybe just date for a little while, then okay, a year or so later, okay, now let's see how it would work if we live together. Okay, now let's see, you know, how it would be if we start a family, or, you know, whatever the case may be. I just feel like it's just so fast paced that it's like it flies. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just used to the old school way of knowing a person for a year or so. Okay, then now let's move in. Okay, then now let's think about marriage or whatever, or having a baby or whatever. But I just feel like it's just so fast.
It very much so is. How can you value your relationship if you just go so fast? And people feel like, you know, it must be meant.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's meant don't have to be rushed.
Right.
Like if it's meant it's
for
still
you,
gonna happen. You don't have to just bam, bam,
right.
bam,
Just make it
work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like people should really sit down and calm down for one.
Calm down.
Because this whole relationship thing is overrated.
Yeah.
Especially when it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the relationships start falling apart.
Yeah.
That's when, you know, you start learning more things about each other and notice like this is not what
what you should have known in the beginning. Now you figuring it out 2 years down the line.
And you done wasted 2 years of your life dealing with what wasn't meant for you.
Right.
Another thing that I would feel like relationship 101 wise, first thing will be communication.
Definitely.
You must have good communication for any relationship to work.
Definitely.
Because if you can't communicate, you're holding in stuff that you feel, they're holding in stuff that they're feeling. It's gonna explode eventually.
Neither one of y'all know what each other feeling.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna explode eventually, and it's not gonna be a pretty sight.
It turns toxic. That's when a relationship turns toxic, when you don't know how to communicate.
Yeah, because then it's like, how long you been feeling this way? What you mean?
Then you would think it wasn't genuine from the beginning.
Right. My next, what we gonna do? Like 10
Sure.
or 7? Let's do 7. Okay, that was 1. So my number 2 advice is your relationship is your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go running and telling Tom, Dick, and Harry
Mm-hmm.
about
or Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
MySpace if
right,
y'all
whatever
still on
social
it.
media you use. You don't have to run and tell people
Every little time
everything.
you're getting into it.
Yeah.
Because people are waiting on your downfall,
Mm-hmm.
for real. Like, they waiting for you not to succeed. You know, like the little devil in the corner is like, yes, I got
Mm-hmm.
it. And you running and da-da-da-da, and he, yes, she's still doing
Right.
it. And it's making it more and more and more and more and more toxic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go running and telling everything about your relationship. Keep it to yourself.
Learn to talk to your spouse about your relationship, if anything. Or if you have that person who you confide in and they not one of them people who tell your secrets and tell everybody in the family and everybody on social media, that's fine.
Right, because don't get us wrong. I'm not saying don't talk to nobody.
Right.
Because sometimes you can't just come to your
Mm-hmm.
spouse right away and say it because you need advice on
Right.
how to say
Advice is fine. Now just somebody telling you what to do,
it. That's not okay.
come on.
You have to live your own life.
Yeah.
Number 3, what you got?
I would say being able to have understanding. Meaning understanding that person or understanding yourself and how you react to things and how you feel about things, but then taking into consideration how your partner feel about things, how they react to things. Just being able to understand that it's not just about you anymore, it's about you guys as a whole. So it's like you have to be able to give understanding to that person. You can't just be selfish and think it has to go your way or it's gonna go your way or no way. You just have to be able to have some understanding.
I can agree with that.
Because some people are just selfish. They have that selfish. Now you got me tripping up about words. That selfish nature, and it might not be their fault, but when you get into a relationship, you have to understand that you're with somebody now. You can't just be selfish. You have to be understanding of how they feel or how they view it, or any little thing.
What number was that? 3? So 4. And this one is more to the people that have children, or if one person have a child and the other don't, but just when it comes to the children, the blended family type of thing. I will have to say you have to be willing to step in and deal with the other child if the child is not yours. And you have to also be able to understand that, like we have a good understanding where it was a point in time in our relationship where I will say we will feel some type of way on the attention that was given to certain individuals, which is the children. And we was able to come to an understanding that we love all the kids.
Definitely. No question.
Some kids may need more attention than the others in certain aspects or areas or whatever. And I can't expect, like I know Joelle, and Joelle knows this about me, that I love her kids and she loves my son. But I couldn't expect Joelle to love Marianne the way I love Marianne. And she couldn't expect me to love Mackenzie and Mason the way she loved them. She carried them. It's a different type of unconditional love, but that doesn't mean that we don't love the children all as a whole, because we do. They know it, and it's just is what it is. Like all this time I've been around them, like 7 years total, and then transitioning into a relationship, it wasn't hard for the kids because it was when we were friends. They already had it established that whatever Mary say, I have to do. Whatever Joelle say, I have to do. So it wasn't a hard transition at all. But basically, you have to be able to accept
The child.
the other kids
Right.
or the child, and that's just is what it is.
It's not gonna work. Like,
how can you be in a relationship? You go see
Right.
them damn kids
mm-hmm.
all the time. So
Right.
every time you see him, you gonna be, huh?
Right. That's not gonna work.
Here come these. You know. So,
Good one.
but I had to point that out because, you know, I've heard people say little stuff like, oh, you know, you do this with Marianne and stuff like that, or why Joelle don't do this, and it's like, for one, we all know that it's love here. For two, like I said, I can't expect her to do what I will do.
Mm-hmm.
I've carried this child, so it's a different type of love. It's different. So
It's that motherly love.
of course. So it's like, what else do you want? Number 5.
I would say compromising.
It's a good one.
You have to be able to, you know, just set aside certain feelings or certain material things or whatever the case may be, because your partner may feel some type of way, or you may feel some type of way because your partner is not setting aside feelings or things. So you have to be able to compromise and just come together and figure it out together. That's all I got, really.
This is more when you're living together, because I can't say when you're not living together, because when you're living together, it ain't your business. But you have to, for one, not be selfish. Like when it comes to finances, it has to be equal, you know. Work together on all bills and come together, not this is my money, so
Right.
we'll like with us, when we get money or when we do what we need to do, our money is usually for the most part together. Of course, we have separate accounts, but it's all added together at the end of the day.
No, I pay this, but that's all I'm gonna pay.
Like, no, we got bills that need to be paid. Let's pay it and get it over with. But as far as us still having the separate accounts, that's for, like, you know, if she want to do something, it shouldn't be, you know, babe, can I get this so I can do this? Like, I still want it to be where we both feel that we have money to do what we want to do with it, but we still have an understanding that the bills come first. Out of this pot of money, we need to disperse it where it needs to go. So, you know, as far as that, you just can't be selfish. I've heard of a lot of people who,
one person hold an account and they have to ask.
no. I feel like everything needs to be split down the middle. And at the end of the day, we still have to factor bills. And if you need to do what you need to do, you do it because you earned it. You still have to have something for yourself. So,
As long as the bill's paid, do what you.
but she's a little more,
Come on, now, babe.
a little more spendy a little bit. So she's gotten a whole lot better, and that's what a relationship is about, being able to level each other out. I'm more of the type person where, you know, I'm
She's the saver, I'm the spender. Okay.
I'm counting coins, baby. So, but since we've been together, she's been real good with it.
I've been working on it, y'all.
Yeah, because when we first met, we used to go to the store, everything going in the cart. Like, do you really need that?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I need it.
No, you don't.
I need it.
So, your turn.
So I get the final one?
Yeah.
The final.
Make it good, girl.
Okay. Final relationship advice. Be your partner's biggest cheerleader.
Yeah. Because you want that from your spouse.
Right.
Like, you don't want to be with a person and they're never
complimenting you. They never
encouraging
hyping
you to be better.
Right. Be your partner's biggest cheerleader.
be their fan.
Right, their biggest fan.
Like, you know how y'all sit up there, oh, Chris Brown and all that.
Treat your partner the same way.
Chris Brown ain't got nothing on you, baby.
Just like you adore whoever, a celebrity, whatever the case may be, adore your partner the same way. I'm pretty sure they would love that same attention from you. So I just feel like being your partner's biggest cheerleader, you can never go wrong. Make sure you're complimenting them, like, oh, babe, look at that highlight, girl. You getting so much better with your makeup, like, boo-boo. You know, just stand for them, like, be there for them. Let them know they look pretty, or let them know it's a bug flying in their head, so they know.
Please tell me, because I would die.
That's another part of not being selfish.
Like, I would die.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had to bring it up.
So make sure in this video to play like a little small clip of that bug. Oh my God.
They're not even real.
So what?
Hey, they're not real.
No, stop.
They're friends.
I don't want to play with you. Stop. Joel, stop. All right.
We had to, y'all. My babe was like, I have to let the squad know, so get him some advice, because not a lot of people, some people don't know who to go to or who to talk to, so they...
Especially if they're like trying to get in a relationship with the opposite sex. It's really hard because like you can find people to go talk to when you're dating the opposite sex, but when you're dating the same, you got people looking down on you, got stuff to say, and it's okay. Love who you love.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You love who you love.
Because
God made you that way.
I had plenty of people saying what they wanted to say, but at the end of the day, we're going on 6 years. I don't care. You shouldn't care who I'm laying down with at night, because you don't have to see
that bother you?
Like, it's not your business. This my boo, and ain't nothing gonna change. So, with that being said, make sure you like,
comment,
and subscribe,
and share this video,
and hit that bell.
like, for real, y'all. And make sure you follow our social medias down below in the description.
Right, like, it's there. So go and follow us. Like, I would love for you guys to hit me up on Snap. You know, like, I do respond. You know, we respond to all your comments. Sometimes if it's like, oh, I love this or whatever, I'll put a heart or whatever. Some stuff is not needed to keep going on and on about, but I'm acknowledging the fact that I love you.
Right. You took the time out.
Took the time out of your day. You could have been doing anything to make sure that you give at least 15-20 minutes into my videos. Our videos.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you. We love you. And
we're out.
Hey y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. We love you, MJ Squad, and we appreciate the support. We out.